Hello, Raymond. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to tonight live stream. We're back on the Globemaster. Let me go ahead and get the port side done. Okay, everybody, this is going to be part 2 tonight, video 2 for the Globemaster. Tomorrow night, we'll get back on the half track, and tonight, get the whole fuselage all done. And if that's all done, we're going to go ahead and start on the wings. Yeah, we using foil on here. We foil. No, you like I say, you get to just follow the paddle lines. When you overlap the paddle lines, take another level blade to trim off the excess. That no speed will go there. Then you butt up another piece of that the foil. You got compound curves. You got to cut curves and radii. There's all kinds of tricks like card models, you know. Like I say, this is the most effective way that there is to get a natural metal finish on this thing instead of using paint. Paint's good if you know how to do it right and everything. But like I say, you don't beat this foil job. What I really like about using natural aluminum, see how different shades of aluminum as light hits it, it changes. Just like a real one does. We got 3 watching, 1 thumbs up. So I finish my coffee out here, we'll get started. I give you time to talk to you fellows on the chat board, you know, and we'll join in. We carry on conversation, enjoy the camaraderie of fellow modelers. And I really appreciate you guys joining in on my channel, watch me do this stuff, because I do this stuff every day. I work on these models every day. There ain't one day gone by I do not work on these things. I've got a lot of builds started, and I want to put a dent in this when we get this thing going. So on the way, I got engines, propellers on its way coming. And I'm going to get a line, see if I can find some decals to put in this thing. Like Matt's United States military passport service stuff on there. Airlift Command. This is a vac-u-form kit. And there's all the work on vac-u-forms. Okay. Okay, at jetboard we got Raymond with us. The cool Luke B40 just tuned in. He says, beautiful plane, Frankie. Thank you very much, B40. I appreciate it very much. We got the whole start side done last night. So we're going to finish up the whole fuselage tonight. It was starting on the wings. Yes, sir. Daniel Brittany just tuned in. So decals would be a hurdle. I have a U.S. Air Force decal sheet in all sizes. There's a sheet of stars and bars in all sizes, but the special stuff would be tough. Because I can always paint the blue and yellow on the tail, because this will be all day glow red all the way from, let's see. Yeah. It'll be day glow red all the way through here, down here to the fuselage. And this is going to be natural aluminum here. And it had red on the wings. And I had the blue and yellow bar across here. We'll see Matt's on there. Let's see if I can find the truth in that weenie wagon. That's the advance I ought to get in the car mount for so you that anymore. Wow. I got U.S. Air Force right there. What's that? The other stuff would be like what Mr. Daniels said, it'd be a hurdle. Let's go get them with that B-52 we got coming in too. Let me go through here and see if I can find. Let's see if I can find it. Going through the junk here, see if I can find anything there. The plans. Some of the ships I can be building. Next week, get my stuff out of storage. I always talk to my daughter. We're gonna get a big old 24-foot Penske truck. We're gonna go down there, load that bad boy up, and get it here. Then we're gonna I'm gonna go ahead and catalog all my models visually on my camcorder got over here. Anything strikes your fancy you want, say Frankie, sure like to have that B-17 there wherever it is. It's all yours. It's all yours because you guys have sponsored me for a long time, especially Daniel. He's been taking very good care of me. And I love this man for what he does for me. And I'm most grateful, appreciative what he does. Because everybody knows the status I'm in right now. I just I can't get out and do things like I used to do. Well, I can't find that sheet. Anyway, I can use these. I can use that U.S. Air Force. These two here, and also the right here over across here. I'll see what I can find on the internet. I'll ask my daughter if she can get it for me. If not, I don't know what I have to do. I'll do something. If I have to mask stuff down and paint it with an airbrush, will do, can do. We got 6 watching, 6 thumbs up. And Ding says, looking good. A 3 Cub fan, 1967 says, looks great, Frankie. Thank you very much, buddy. We got Wildcat 777 is with us. Ding says, great news. They're getting your stuff out of storage. Oh, you know it is. Well, yeah, I'll tell you one thing. That's like I got my whole life in there, guys, you know. I'm gonna make quite certain somebody don't have storage wars on my stuff and end up on eBay. And I see it in eBay, and it's gonna make me cry and suffer. And I got a lot of stuff, guys. I got some good stuff coming in right now. That Mr. Daniel's gonna send me that B-52. We got the B-58. It's on his works. I mean, I'm very happy, guys. You know how happy I really am. And I'm just happy right now. Now you see my face. I can see you guys too and everything. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And Ding says, great news. You're getting your stuff out of storage. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You don't know how happy I am. Let me show you guys something here. That's what I like about these. I'm starting to learn how to use this quite well. That's how much storage it is. $622 a month that I'm paying on it. And my daughter says, wow, Dad, it says, yeah, just think, Megan, all this money will be there no more. Get my stuff out. That go towards the family. and everything. Why give them money? I got my stuff over there. I got to have my stuff. And she says, okay, Dad, I have to pay up for it like we've been talking about it. Then Robert and I wanted to get a truck. It's a big 24-foot Hertz Penske PNSKI truck. And we're going to load the stuff up. And say, good. We got 2 god darn 18-wheeler trailers out there back my house will house everything I got. Everything I got. This is asinine paying this much money a month with stuff in there that I can't enjoy no more. And that's all this money right here can go towards the household, go towards me. So anyway, I got that coming in. Let you guys know what's going on. And yeah, I'm really happy. Exactly, Danny. Danny says that's money for extras and care from home. That's it, guys. Absolutely. I agree 100%. I'm trying to regular this. I get warm. This room here gets warm and it gets cold. But it's totally asinine paying that much money a month, for something that should be here. Money saved. So my daughter's paying on all like that. She knows what that stuff means to me. I told her, it's not my money in there. It's money. We're going to have a good show tonight. We've got 9 people watching. 8 thumbs up on the chat board. We got Miss Daniel Britton with us. We got B40 with us. And we got Mr. Diggy Schultz with us. We got Wildcat 777s with us. And we have Peak. Have Peak 3000 tuned in. Well, is that a B25 behind you? Yes, it is. Check this out. Same thing, the Hong Kong model. This is Daniel sent this to me. This is the Air Apaches. I'm waiting for the reply so I get a solid nose to this thing. Because the decals, because I got 3 options, 3 liveries on the decals that Mr. Daniel sent me. And they do not fit a glass glazed greenhouse nose. Mitchell, it's got to be the Pappy Gun Special with 850 caliber machine guns in front here. And so I'm waiting for that nose to come in. I'll resume back on this. And here are the decals right here. They go for the solid nose. These Air Apaches. They're beautiful decals. What they will not fit on a B25J with the glazed nose, with the greenhouse nose. So I'm waiting for them to get a hold of them. If no reply, if I don't get no reply from these people, I'm going to have to get on the internet and look around and see if they make a resin thing for that. I'm quite sure they do. And try to hope I get hold of my daughter to see if she can send me the glass nose for that thing, I've already got extra guns for it too. I can use it too. That came along with the decal sheet, so I'm good there. So that's on hold until I get that nose. This is the Hong Kong model B25J, the Vestal version out of New Guinea. It's a beautiful plane. They did a good job on that B25 Mitchell. And I've got the rest of my stuff hanging up here. I got a Coronado there, Emily flying boat, 2 Douglas officers. I got another Coronado back there, short Sutherland, Emily flying boat, Got the card model 133 scale of Japanese 0A6M, 2, a Jap 0, 133 scale. I got the 148 scale C45 Beechcraft D18 Expediter. Got a B-24 dangling right there. I got my. Here's one I'll finish up right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to finish up the decals tonight. This is my beautiful Dumbo right here. This is my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful looking Dumbo. That's Big Dumbo, the flying elephant right there. So I call this PBY Dumbo. My dad worked on these at Ahoy Naval Air Station in Honolulu, Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. And he was stationed on station when the Japanese attacked us. There was a total of 67 of these PBYs that were stationed at Callaway Naval Air Station, and 3 Coronados and a bunch of ducks they had out there too. My dad said the Japs took them all. There's only about 4 left of the Catalinas that were left. And Ding says they make all kinds of aftermarket stuff out there. They do. I just haven't researched it yet. And AvGeek 63,000, 3,000 said that's cool. And he says, yes, that's super cool. And again, he says, do you have a P40? Yes, I do. And my storage do, but I got one here. Let me show you. This is my Gibbles one making out of balsa right here. It's filling between the stingers, sand it down, add a little filler, prime, and I'll be done. I got winter time coming up, and it calls for ship models, calls for these. Thank you, Raymond. Raymond says that cat turned out really nice. Thank you, dear sir. And AvGeek 3000 says you can just call me AvGeek. Okay, AvGeek. You got it, buddy. I got you. AvGeek again says you have a Stearman? Yes, I do. Hang on. What you go back? I'll put you over here. Bigger they are, easier to make the call. Under construction right now. I got to now paint this all yellow right here. This is all done. And I got a 1/32 scale Short 7 flying boat I'm working on too. There's a card model. This thing is big. Ad Geek says you should make some RC planes that would be super cool. I do. They're in my storage. I got 5 of them. So since I'm getting my stuff out of storage now, I'm gonna build. When I get some of these models got in here, I can take out, put out there in my trailer out there. And here's what I'll be working on. This is a 1976 fly line and a Newgale coupe, brand new kit, brand new. It's going to be a 3-channel with 049 engine in it. That too I'll be working on. Okay, see who's on the phone here. We'll get started here. Nope, no one called me. Okay. Phone was sounding up a while ago. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff in my storage. RC stuff. So far, RC, I got about 3 in there I can make RC out of them. I would make a lot of rubber power ones too, like to fly. Right now, I'm just having a blast right now. Okay, if you ain't watching, 9 thumbs up. Do I sell my RCs? I probably will. I probably will be. Like I said, when I get my stuff out of storage, I'll catalog everything using the camera. If you guys do anything, let me know. And like I say, I got a lot of stuff here probably going out there too, make some room here because as you can see, this place turned into Frankie Day land. I got stuff all over the place here. And I've been in this room for over a year. Like I say, ain't one day gone by I don't build models. I got big Titanics back there. I got the 1/200 scale USS Hornet back there. And I got this over here I got to do. A lot of stuff. They have a little B-24. And they got a big B-24 back there. And I got my Titanic right there. Isabella, my Spanish galleon I built. There's my RMS Primary. I built that from plans. I built that about 50 years ago. All scratch built. I used to be a good model builder years ago. I got little Jesus on the fantail, blessing the Queen Mary, keep her from getting torpedoed. Here's my Newport 17. That's a 100-year airplane right there. That thing's 100 years old, that Newport is. And I got my Leela Dam back there. I got my Champ Steamer back there. Sea Witch is up there too. And Adoria is over there. There's my Dumbo. There's Whistle Death, my 1975 kit of the 1/32 scale bow fighter, 1/32 scale. And there's my C124 Globemaster. There's my Jap Zero man of paper. Here's the Coronado flying boat. Got the Short Simon right there. And I got some card models right there. Back over here I'm working on. I got my beautiful tanks back there. And I got my 4-foot card model of the USS Forstall back there, as you can see. I got my half track on top of that, and a few of those airplanes back there. I got my big Princess and the Winnie Wagon over there. Got the Heiko, got the Lancaster, got the Albatross, B-36. I got the B-17, and I got the RV-6 Constitution. I got the Mr. Mulligan piggyback on top of my DH-4. Got my clipper ships, the battleship Oklahoma laying top of my microwave and my tanker. And I got my USS Saratoga up there above my Yulin. And I got my big company 1/200 scale RMS Titanic. And I've got the loaded ship Western Platte laying top of that checkered shirt back there with the blue toweling on there. That's my USS Iowa. And I got a couple of Douglases back there. B-25s hanging back there. Got a Buffalo back there. So I'm pretty well, as you can see, I'm been pretty busy back here in this room. Yeah. That's the monogram. That's my 1975 monogram I built. That's the Chow Hound. I bought that in 1975 with a beautiful price of $8.50. That's what they cost back then. They were that kit itself was a mystery kit. A lot of people were going, well, how come on one side of the fuselage is all riveted with detail, and the other side isn't? And how come they didn't complete the Bombay? Well, I'll tell you why, guys. I think what it is. When you release these models, there's a due date to have them released. And I think monograms need pressure to have them out. And you still had tool makers making the molds to complete the Bombay and everything like that. They said, no, let them worry about it. Pretty soon they'll be building the scratch anyway. Let's give them everything. That way we can keep the price down by leaving nicks and stuff off. That's what they did. It's one of those kits that they didn't complete. So even today's standards, modern kit still in the same progress level as it was released back in 1975. Well, of course, we all know the Hong Kong model is not the 148 scale one. Edward got one, 148 scale. So there's a lot of B-17s out there. A lot of them. A lot of the models I build are not popular models. My stuff is quite different compared to a lot of model builders out there. I'm an old school guy, you know. I've been building these things since I was about 2 years old, 2 or 3 years old, and I like to bring stuff out to build, just like this Globemaster right here. On YouTube, I haven't seen nobody build one of these before. I'm the only guy that there is. This is a vac-u-form kit on C124 Globemaster tonight. We'll turn around and do the starboard side. I already got board already done. I'm going to work my way aft, tail, get stabilized done. I'm start working on the wings. And I got engine fronts coming in. I got propellers coming in. The decals I'm going to have to hunt down and find out what it is. I need military transport service decals, which fit really across here. So this cake, I'm not going to have a white upper planing on here. It's going to be all natural aluminum with insignia red visibility colors on the tail, on the stabilizer, and also on the wing tubes. So tonight, I'm finished my coffee. We'll resume on covering the fuselage and go on. Tomorrow night, we'll go back on the half track. Abgeek says, I have a Spitfire model. There's a lot of them floating around. What company have you got of the Spitfires? Airfix or Monogram or Bell? Airfix? They made two on Spitfires, 172nd, no, they made three of them. 148 scale, 172nd scale, and also 124 scale. Well, yeah, Daniel Britton says, you got to be careful. Some shipping costs may break $100 to ship. Oh, man, I know it. That's getting ridiculous. Very ridiculous. Very ridiculous. I was on eBay looking around, and they got models marked out like, for example, the 148 scale B29. When it came out back in 1977, it was $12. Everything now is 10 times its cost than it used to be. The guy was asking $80 for it, with plus $100-something shipping. That's ridiculous. Very ridiculous. Yeah, I like it too. The ones used in Africa, I think you use their Hawker type, though. They're typhoons, hurricanes, and tempests they use. I've got the Airfix 124 scale Battle Britain Hawker Hurricane. I also got the Spitfire. I got two of them. 124 scale. I got a couple of 172nd scales. And I got 148 scale by Monogram, 1962 release. I think it was Mark V. It's going to be nowadays $100 is a lot of money to me, but it gets me now $100. $100 has a value of about $8 about 50, 60 years ago. That shows you how the American dollar has depreciated. It doesn't have its weight of value. I mean, used to. Okay, I follow you. I was watching that movie last night with Charles Bronson in it. It's called the X-15, and that was a good movie. Well, Charles Bronson, I think he ate the dust. He was a chase plane, and I guess he was observing the X-15. It blew up, and part of the debris from the from the X-15 hit his aircraft and caused a lot of problems. They showed him do the old saber dance. First it pancaked and boom. That was horrible. That's a good footage here. They had the Flying Banana, the Kiyosaki H-21. And they also had the F-104 man-in-the-missile, too, with the Starfighter. That's the Starfighter they had in there. And the one with the high tail and stubby wings, a big old long fuselage. They used to call that the Widowmaker. One 32nd scale age doesn't matter with the decals. That's true. That's very true. Ab Geek says yes. Beautiful too. Is your Ab Geek, is that Spitfire yours? If it's is it 124 scale? I know it's not the new 132nd. There's a 132nd scale Revell made about that time, 40 years ago or longer. But for large scales, Airfix made one, 124 scale, and Russ made one. Revell made one, 132nd scale. The Smithsonian series, they call it. Okay, that's 1/72nd scale. At 148 scale, Wiley the Wildcat can pick the palm of my hand. You imagine how big this thing is, 1/72nd scale? Yeah, that's a pretty popular scale, 1/72nd scale. It's I think that scale's been up for a long, long time. Even has recognition models. I can remember when I was in sixth grade. We call it middle school out here, but it's actually elementary school back out when I was out back home in California and other states I lived in before. I believe it was a company who made that. Hawk? Common released a bunch of solid 1/72nd scale balsa wood kits using identification models. I was born right after World War II. I was born 7 days after the war was over. And I can remember as a post-World War II baby boomer, I can remember I was in school that the Common Aircraft Company, the Common Model Aircraft Company, they actually donated a bunch of those kits. Those kids to learn how to build identification models. A lot of guys I went to school with back then built models for my generation. And we got a bunch of those at school one time. Mr. Hardesty was my sixth grade teacher. He said, "Okay, guys, we got something from Comet Model Company. They donated to the school a bunch of solid balsa wood models, and you guys will be graded on this, on workmanship and everything." And my teacher, Mr. Hardesty, knew I built models all the time because we used to have show and tell. And I was the best model builder that he had in class. A lot of guys followed me how to do it. And there were actually blocks of wood, and you had to scrape them down. I had this one kid, his name was Paul Deer King. I remember him quite well. "How do you shape this fuselage, Frank?" "Easy. See those plans right there? See those marks right there? So those marks right there are templates. I'm going to show you something." So I cut out those templates like that. You got little templates, like the fuselage, you got those horizontal, vertical lines go down. You cut those vertical lines. You use sand, you lay a template in there, and you use sand to shape the template. Of course, you got this much here, you got sand. You go to the next template, sand all up down to that, and pretty soon your fuselage is sanded. And the wings were already formed, but you had to be formed airfoil way. I'll go take a pencil, center line the leading edge and trailing edge, and you just chamfer the wings right to that center line, back and forth. I show them how to do it, and they say, "Okay, guys, instead of painting them the traditional colors like it's really painted, they're going to be painted all black." Okay, I can do that. And they had paint and everything in there, and that was great because we had to have them after we had I did social studies in there and math like that. Then it was called free time. That's when all those models came out, and we had a wonderful time. Those good old days, guys. Good old days. Yeah, 1/144 scale. That is small. Yes, it is. Okay, everybody, we'll get back on the Globemaster. I think I had enough of this coffee. And I'm going to go outside and use the bathroom. I got a bathroom that's right outside. Has plumbing and everything in it. I go. It's too big to have in here, so I got to go outside. So I'll go outside and take a squirt and be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll get this thing. We'll get the show on the road. Whoa. Okay. My kidneys have been blessed. It's time to turn to continue shift's work on the Globemaster. Okay. Globemaster time. See how the levels change to the tones? Just like a real one does. Okay, got 7 watching and 12 thumbs up. Got to cut contours like that. Ready? Here, this in. The wings. Yeah, good old Globemaster. These are a pretty good airplane for the day. You know, they're, of course, we all know they're redundant today. But at one time, they were a very good airplane. You know, loud, very loud. Especially come over your house. I know. I live to them things coming over your home, shaking your house, the whole ceiling got shaking and stuff. My mother knew what they were too. She goes, we got a Globemaster coming in, Mom. Oh no, not one of them. Yeah, because wheels down now. He's coming in for landing. And she go and grabbed all the knickknacks and take them off the wall. One day I came with the idea just climb up and see it with a gimbal. Don't bust on us. She liked that. And she liked that. Now, C119 boxcars, they're pretty loud too. The ones that really shook the house were the Globemasters, also the B-36. We got a B-36 coming in, Mom. Oh, man, not one of them again. My mom always coached my father, when are we going to move out of here, get away from portable airplanes? That's the best I get my orders, we'll be out of here. You got to tough up for a couple of days until that day comes. Okay, Gabe, thank you very much for tuning in tonight, sir. We'll catch you later, and thank you for everything. God bless you, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's what we do. They make battle damage to it. Just the tape will one thing good about this stuff here, you can do anything you want with it. Cover it entirely. Battle damage, poke a hole in your plastic, just cut it out. It'll be rough edges. Add some ribs there, and there you go. You're right. You're right. And that stuff works excellent that way, too. Yes, it can be painted. Let me show you something. Here's a weenie wagon. This is the Globemaster's competitor right here. Both same scales. Yes, it can be painted, buddy. But you gotta mask off the areas where you gotta paint at. Just mask off there. Always take a brillo pad or some small sandpaper and scuff this up a little bit here. This area's got to be painted because this is bare aluminum. That paint, especially using acrylic type paints, it has no grab ass. You got to have grab ass to it. That grab ass is when you scuff the aluminum up very lightly. Don't scratch the hell out of it up. Just scratch out those little slight scratches, which tape off that and airbrush. You're ready to go. I can have this thing done pretty soon too. I've had the wing walks on and everything. So you got the Winnie Wagon here and the Glowmaster. The nifty 1950s. Yeah, that's how it's done, Dingy. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. That's correct, Dingy. In other words, it will paint on. At some point in time, you got to bump this model, pick it up. That paint could come off in your hand. It'll scratch very easy right there with bare aluminum. So you got to have a tooth that paint to stick. So, like I say, you mask down the areas, take the tape, this off here. It can be red through here anyway. So you take tape, mask off your rudder, and just scuff it here. Just scuff it. What's going to be painted, then go ahead and airbrush it. And you're all set. Thing says inner cardboard. Yeah. And one thing too good about like bare metal, these aluminum things, you can see how the metal changes on it. Different tones. It says change the tones here, a little over here, even the sides over here. Because you follow the panel lines, you can't go wrong. Because that's exactly how the real ones are done. That's why you see pictures of them on just pictures of them. You can see the different panels on there. That's how the light hits it. Because it's shiny, it reflects the light, and the light shows the brilliance of it in some areas and nowhere else. So that's the key to it. A lot of guys use bare metal, use metallizer paints. You add a little blue, a little black to your aluminum. That gives you your shades. But there's a lot of masking involved. And Raymond says, I'm decaling away. Well, I can see a picture that 110 you're doing, buddy. There. Wonderful. Okay, man, I'll be looking forward, buddy. I really will. I'll give you my email address. You can send them to me, and I'll take pictures of it on my iPad and post it for everybody else to see. Like Dingy does. Dingy sends me pictures of his armor he does all the time, and I show it to you guys. Wonderful work this man does. Wonderful work. And Raymond says, I'm decaling away. He says, I said, I bet it's at 110. He says, that's what I'm working on. Jim Raymond says, I have to send pictures when done, probably by the end of the month. That'd be great, buddy. I'll be looking forward to it. And I show it to the fellas on here. Got 5 watching at 13 thumbs up. Ab Geek clocked out. Daniel Britton's still with us. And we got Dingy still with us. No Chuck tonight. No Matt from Lucid Model Design. Scored this early. I've only been on here an hour and a half so far. And we'll keep it going on here. Okay. Get the rudder going. Start the stabilizer. And we'll finish covering the bottom here. And go to the wings. Okay. Rudder going. Okay. Down. I say, bigger these things are, easy to knock over. They're big. So first piece off. Do a burnishing. There we go. All done. Put it back to the other sides next. Hey, Wildcat 777 has a big smile on his face. It means he's happy. So am I. 6 watching, 13 thumbs up. That's good. You got somebody watching. That's great. Makes me happy. Okay. Alrighty. Now I got the delay right here. Yeah. Hey, Matt's here. How you doing, Matt? Matt for Elusive Model Designs from the great country of Canada. Internet troubles tonight. Sorry if I'm in out, Frankie. You're good, Matt. First time I've seen you on here. I was hoping you tune in tonight. Welcome to Thursday night. As you can tell, we'll finish up the other side of the Globemaster. I got the both sides foiled off real good. Tie in the other side, and we'll start the wings. Yeah. Not buying it. Welcome to tonight's show. Not buying it. Glad you tuned in tonight, this Thursday night. And we're finishing the fuselage and everything, and the wings next. Yes, it does. I learned this method from my father years ago. My dad talked about stuff, how to do things like that, you know. Now, like I say, get yourself a roll this stuff here. It can't go wrong. Just follow the paddle lines. When you lay your tape over the paddle lines, and once you burnish it out with a nice sharp, I use this is my favorite, Sharpie. Don't use metal. Stuff like this. I use that knife, it'll mar it and leave black streaks on it and ruin it. It won't come out either. So use this, buff it out real good. You see any paddle lines there? Cut where the paddle line is at and move the surplus to start from the paddle line and work your way out. That's why I say you follow the paddle lines. You can't go wrong. You do it correctly, like it's done here. This is the results that you get. See how the different tones of metal on this thing shows? You get the same effect as the real one does. This is the vac-u-form kit of the airmodel vac-u-form. C124 Globemaster. I had this thing for over 50 years. Finally getting it done. And all this won't come with the kit. You gotta make this stuff from scratch. I've done all this flooring right here. The cargo floor did all this. It's all done. I got to paint the interior. I think it'll be hard there to do. So like I said, you follow your panel lines, you get your real metal effect of the real one. How it shows the pictures. Can't go wrong. Just follow your panel lines. And Danny says, "Yeah, I've got to buy it. That's a good method for tone on stuff." Yes, it is, Danny. Ding says, any armor modelers here? Oh, yeah, they are. They'll cut you, too. Thank you for parts, Will. They're very sharp. Yes, it is. I clean a mess up here. I'm always constantly cleaning up all the time. Yeah. I enjoy working on these kits. They're pretty good models to work on. Especially vac-u-forms. It's a lot of work. A lot of work involved. Well, guys, I got to use the restroom. Be back a couple of seconds. And give me about 5 minutes. I go use the restroom next door. Nature calls. I got an answer. So I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes, guys. Don't go nowhere. Yeah. Okay, I'm back, guys. We got a coffee. Drink one cup, P38. Okay, I'm back, boys. Where's mine? Oh, it's over there. Okay. All right. Go here, grab my little eyeballs. All right, where was I? I'm the Globemaster. Okay, check what else is going on. Thank you, Dingy. Yeah, I'll be back on the half track tomorrow, buddy. I would need your help on it tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're going to do some, get all tied in and do some exterior painting on it. Okay, where was it? Underneath. Under the belly of the thing. Okay. Okay, let's see here. That's the straight guy. Just following the panel line, fellas. Following the panel line. Can't go wrong. Take you where you want to go. The old Glowmaster. Get there. Lady Hawk. We're watching from Texas. Well, we got two Texans on here. We got Dingy from Texas, and we got this. We got Belzas Hawk, Washington from Texas. Welcome to tonight's show. It's Thursday night live stream. Working on a C124 Globemaster, the vac-u-form kit by airmodel. Right now, we're finishing up the underside of this thing and getting it all done. Okay. Save this another piece. I'm going to put it away wasting material. side over here. We're going. These are used right here. I love working with this on tape. This stuff really goes on good. It does. Almost like M&M candies. Not, don't wear off. Don't come off in your hands. Don't wear off either. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Brush on the other side. It's good. good. It's like keeping a secret. That's good. I did. do. Cone with saw radii on here. Building the tail cone right here. And I know there are two pieces here. Okay. Now there. Okay, a stabilizer right here. All right. I guess I have a little more. Right. Okay. And the whole fuselage on it, except the cargo ramp. We'll get that later. Yep. All paneling, can't go wrong. Yeah, it's good. All right. He's versing all the time. Keep versing. He sharpens very well. Like I say, don't use that exactly the way you can because the water tape, leave a black streak on there, and they don't come out. Believe me, they don't. Okay. Five watching and 21 thumbs up. Lethal Lady Hawk says Globemaster, a beautiful plane. I've seen it in air shows. Yeah, they're a pretty good sized airplane. I flew in one of these before when I was going to Vietnam, back in my Vietnam days. Flew me all the way from Travis Air Force Base, California, Fairfield, California, Travis Air Force Base to Cartier, Philippines. Oh yeah, I can play Super Con D. I play the key in the key of F. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's a pretty song. Yep. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And the back says anybody voted for Biden owes me gas money. I'm glad I joked with no. I remember him when he was senator back in the Eisenhower administration. Oh yeah, that was late 1950s. He had black hair and everything. And, there's something about that guy he wasn't right. Right now he's dying of cancer now, and you know I have a lot of empathy for people, and because I want to be treated with kindness, and I like to give kindness back. That's how it should be done. But it's hard to have empathy for something like that. He's turned his back on his country. He's poisoned millions and millions of young minds in their youth. And the guy, he looks like a used car salesman. You always tell the guy to put him. And then him back in the Carter administration. He's one of the guys involved in the Middle East. He's very prejudiced guy. He's a very prejudiced person. He used the N word all the time back in the 60s. Remember, he made a slang thing about Martin Luther King. We got one of those. Use the N word. We don't need any more. And I heard that, man. That guy's right. I like Martin Luther King. He was a very sensible person, a good humanitarian. He had a lot of good points. I want to hear prejudice against him. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. I put the nice baby hat on. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good show now. We got a lot done. You know, we got the Globemaster all done. This is a fuselage. All I got left was where the cargo doors are at. The cabin doors are at. That's going to be easy. I'm going to pattern for that and cover the same here. Everything else is pretty much on it. It's it's something like a Globemaster now. I got some engines coming in, also some propellers coming in. We'll get those in there. Landing gear I can scratch build, no problem. I got plenty of brass rod and tubing there to use that for landing gear. Landing gear box is all been cut out. All I do is put landing gear in there and up here. This vac-u-form kit's pretty good. This is an old air model kit, a vac-u-form. Vac-u-form air model kit, and these things were. I've had this one for probably over 50 years. I bought it from Bob Archer's Hobby World, and that was a long, long time ago. I think I paid $20 for this thing. I could remember Lanny T-Tech. He was the proprietor of a hobby shop that was bought one time. I came in one time and to relieve him, I got off work and I worked in the shop, and while he went home and had supper and spent time with the family and came back, I remember one day when I came in one time, he had like 4 or 5 of these hanging up on the rack. It's one of those. Vac-u-form kits? Yeah. You'll like that, Frank. But, hey, it's a Globemaster. Yeah. No one makes Globemasters. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll take that one home and work on the, I use it for a display at the store. I did. It took me about a couple months to build it. And I had it covered with this tape like this right here. I also had, I cut these out, opened and did the whole fuselage. I put the ribbing inside there. This thing has got a whole cockpit floor. It's got a cargo floor, a flight deck. It's got the flight engineer, navigator, radio operator, co-pilot, the concept. Pretty well detailed. It's a shell of a kit. These vac-u-forms, you really got to start. You've got to put your form inside here. They're really squishy. You know, you don't do that. This right here is strong. I bought a yardstick down there at the Home Depot, and I use the yardstick for a spar too. Come through there. It's a pretty strong wing. You gotta have spars and also bulkheads inside these things. Like Davey said, you gotta watch out for the vacuum class. It'll cut you too. Be careful. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the things fence for a couple of days. I gotta work on the half track tomorrow. Next Sunday we'll turn back on the Globemaster right here and go ahead and get the wings going. Once we get the wings all done, and the bomb and the stabilizer all done, we already got the top on already. Once that's all done, put the painting on. Yep. The little Globemaster. It's a big airplane. It really truly is. It's big. Carry a lot of troops. Wingspan is about 175 feet long. Good sized wingspan on it. They got one of these that right in that airport museum. It's open to the public. I joined the Navy in 1962, at the time the Bay of Pigs came under way. I'd already been in the Navy about 3 years already. Changed duty stations. The duty station I had, my third duty station, I had a PBR, pivot number 12. It was a Cam Bay. I don't know what PBR was. I figured this was kind of a choke craft. The black shoe didn't go down. Got more orders. Put the Cam Bay. Dad and I said, "Where's the PBR, Dad?" I said, "Well, they got James fighting ships in the library. Go look it up." I looked it up. So sure enough, that's a little small boat, Dad. Oh man! After getting off the aircraft carrier, a bird farm, and I got to be on a boat. I was attached with the 3rd Marine Division. 16 months I was out there before I came back to the States. Came home from leave. I had to go. Took a Greyhound bus all the way from my house to Travis Air Force Base. I was aboard one of these things. I was amazed they still used it. You know? We had a commander right there. He had his overalls on. He had a silver overall. How you doing, sir? Oh, good. I said, "Man, they still use these things?" "Oh, yeah." They said, "This was us." "Well, yeah. When it comes back to the States, it's going to be retired. You get these C-5A Galaxies right now. So they got rid of these, and also the weenie wagon, the C124 Globemaster. They got rid of those. But this is the second Globemaster. At the time, you had 2 Globemasters. You had the Globemaster #1, which was designated the C-74. The C-74 had the same tail, same stabilizer, and the same wing, and the same power plant as that of the C-124. And it was just redesigned. And it had a long cigar type fuselage. No clamshell nose to get in there. You had an elevator. The 2 ways to the Globemaster load up. On the port side, there was a side door, opens up like that, and you cover that way. And the bottom had an elevator. This here has the crab shell nose, as you all know. Got the elevator, so there's actually 4 ways of boarding this thing. You get a thunder belly hatch underneath the bottom of the cargo clamshell. Right here, like a little square door right there opens up, the ladder pops out. That's the way getting in. Get the clamshell doors and close. Number 2. There's a cargo door right there. It's open to get in that way. Number 3, there's an elevator back there, same thing. The C-74. It came down, went that way. Number 4, the clamshell nose. That's how they board the old Globemaster. It's not a popular model to model. There's not very many models that make this. So far on YouTube, I think I'm not the only one that does it. I've got an Anagram 1/72 scale Globemaster. I've got that in my stash. Still working on it. So next week, get my stuff out, and I'm going to be one happy dude. One happy dude. Oh, yeah, whole thing is getting tired. Been up since 3 o'clock this morning. I'm always up 3 o'clock in the morning. Right here, Raymond. The product I'm using, you can buy this at Home Depot stores, Ace Hardware stores, any hardware stores. It's just right here. I used to use Reynolds Vet 10 foil. I sprayed on adhesive, I sprayed on adhesive on the back of it, sticking on there. It's the same way, but this stuff here is the same thing as middles wrap, but it's only got sense of adhesive when it's tape. And like I say, you can buy these at plumbing stores, you can buy these in the hardware department in Ace Hardware stores, Home Depot, Builders Emporium, any hardware store that's open sells this stuff. I got about 7, 8 rolls of this in my storage. And do a natural metal aircraft, I highly suggest use that because it's authentic. When you get done with the stuff here, you can see the panel lines on it. You can see the reflection on different tones on it. See how different here and here the tones are? Looks like the real one. That's the bonus factor right there. It's just when I got metal on there, it does add a little weight. But you pick that thing up, it feels cold. It's always cold because it's metal. I can drop this thing now, it won't break. Well, everybody, I think I'm down here about 3 hours and 20 minutes. And how long I think I'll call it dinner tonight. Tomorrow night, we've got half track night tomorrow night. So we'll get the half track and we'll have Dingy give me a hand on it. And tomorrow I'll go ahead and put the tailgate on there. Start doing some painting on it. And we'll tie this thing up and move on. Okay, everybody, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight for tonight's show. I had a good time, and we got the Globemaster going. I'm very happy. I got this much done on before. It was just sitting over there for a long time. And I said, I gotta get this thing done. And it's getting there. Can we build this Globemaster? Yes, we can. We can finish it together. As for the kit, I don't know if they make this anymore. I really don't know. You're going to have to get Google search, whatever search engine you use. Look up airmodel, AIRMODEL, or model or Frank model valve, airmodel C124 Globemaster, and they may still make it. Somebody else has got it. Now, I know combat vac-u-forms are in business, but I guess their model gave them the molds for those things so they can make it. This is an air model kit. It's 1977. It came out of my shop. I used to have. I built one before as a display piece so people would listen behind the vacuum. Vacuum forms are quite different compared to a regular injection molded plastic because they got no interior parts to it. You got to build it yourself. So don't throw away those parts from the parts box because you need that stuff to build stuff like this. Already got some engines coming in for it and some propellers. I gotta get online and see if I can find some decals for this thing because I got U.S. Air Force decals. I need some star bars. And I need the military transport service on there. So I put it top there. It's gonna have high visibility. Insignia red on the tail, same longitude, and also the tips of the wing. Okay, I'm out of here. Make mama happy, take care of the little ones, stay focused when you drive, and please be aware of the surroundings, say your prayers, follow on. And when you're out of your home, make sure you carry some kind of protection for you and your family. And you get your children, keep the children with you all the time. Don't leave them alone. Stay with them and watch them. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers for your views, candor, and comments. And keep me on with you all. Thank you. God bless everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be half jack night tomorrow. This is Frankie Day, Mall signing off. Catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, boys. Take care of yourself.